When you have a child that you have not contributed to the well-being, you are not the father.
Welcome to Minister Happy TV. Here you will watch powerful and life-transforming messages that will strengthen your faith and reveal what God is doing through his chosen servant across the nations of the world.
Your ability to abide, to understand the brackets and the fabrics of manhood, and you stay there. When you abide, to abide means for you to be conscious of your position, conscious of your gender. Can I say this to you? Any male can put in a seed into a woman, but only fathers give children platform. When you have a child that you have not contributed to the well-being, you are not the father. DNA does not reveal who a father is. DNA reveals who puts seed in the woman. Your contribution to the child is what reveals who a father is. You can put seed. DNA only shows you biological genetic population. But who is the father is that one. You see, there is an aberration or a balance. Men becoming responsible because of a cliche. A child will always look for the father. It has changed. The nomenclature of this generation of children have changed. Children only look for responsible fathers. Children only look for fathers who were there for them. I know you are going to say, but I had a problem with the mother, and the mother shielded the child from me. Sir, you can see your children if you want to. If you are desperate to look for your children, you will find them. Remove them from the marital conversation of what you had with the mother, the problem you had with the mother, and be intentional. Many fathers are angry that children tilted towards their mother in their conversation. They tilted, and these children they are talking about were young. They didn't have a proper understanding of the whole conversation of what happened. Wait till they are matured age, then you involve them in that conversation. And you see, when you want to tell children about conversation of what happened between you and their mother, don't come from the angle of you being right, because they understand. It's like a man that wants to have a conversation with the wife. Some men cannot talk with their wife, because even some women can't talk to their husband. Let me advise you as a couple: never tell your husband as a wife or as a husband, never tell your partner, we need to talk. Once you say we need to talk, the other partner carry weapon. It brings defense. We need to talk is an opportunity for war. If you want to say we have something to don't never say that. Once you say we have something to talk about, the man is already on default mode. Is ready to. Am I talking to somebody here? The woman too is already ready to throw it as a gist. And if you want to get the attention of your partner, start the discussion from the part that favors the partner, not favors you. Start the discussion. There's no conversation I can have with my wife. I can't be more than 3 minutes. I will start from where favors her, the part that she'll be happy about, before I will bring you what favors me. A woman will listen when you start from what favors her. Your wife is always out at night and the rest and all of that, and you won't, don't come on. The way you are going, no. You know you are all I have. Oh. If they carry you, I don't know where I go. She will listen to you. Nobody's son I'm talking about. One of the strongest women in the Bible is Delilah. But you're already frowning. Delilah was so powerful that she delivered a giant. She stood for a nation and delivered a giant, handed over a giant cheaply. That's a man that slew 1,000 men with a bone. Delilah was powerful. Delilah carried Samson's head on her lap. Listen. Samson's head. The human part has 5 senses. Delilah controlled 4 out of the 5 senses. A man's head has 4 out of 5 senses. In his head, there is smell. In his head there is taste. In his head there is hearing. In his head there is sight. The only thing not in his head is touch with his hand. Delilah controlled 4 of the man's 5 senses. He entered his sight. He entered his hearing. He entered his taste. He entered his smelling. Am I talking to somebody here? She entered him. And what generals and giants could not do, a woman did it because she entered the man's senses. There's no man you can't enter if you are ready to enter. Please, men, begin to prepare for your old age now. Many men are lonely because while they were young, they were wicked. Many men are lonely at old age because while they were young, no child forgets a good father. No child. Be intentional. When I see my biological father, what I remember is 1 a.m., 2 a.m., him hitting the road, coming with foodstuffs to bring. Sometimes we encounter robbers, he will turn back because he wants to go and give his children welfare. I'm going to say some things that you may not. There are some of you men looking at me now. There is a child that you've forgotten about. Look for your child. Look for your child. There's a daughter somewhere you've forgotten about because you have an understanding. Or what understanding? You have a stupidity. I'm not disrespectful. I'm sorry. Thinking that when they grow up, they go find their papa. Have you heard things like that? It's not true. This generation of children, no, they find papa. This generation of children don't look for these children. It's a jet age. They live life without father. This generation of things have the nomenclature of life has changed. In those days, even the ones that contributed to themselves, they even forget. Fathers who are present, who are taking care of them, the mother have to continually say, have you spoken to your father? Have you told your father? It's the duty of the mother to keep talking. Say, is your father aware? Have you called your father? The mother has to continually sound it, or else they will just forget and stray off. Am I talking to somebody here? That is the way their life is. I told you when I was talking to my children, I said, I've missed all of you. You have to come home. I mean, Divine loves Nigeria. She doesn't like abroad. Divine doesn't like abroad at all. She doesn't like cold. She doesn't like those. She just likes to be around her father. She loves Nigeria. But the other children had the conversation. You're going to come home. And they were all quiet. Nobody was talking. And I said, I don't understand. Why is everybody quiet? They didn't say anything. I said, okay, just come and stay with me for a month or 2. They were still quiet. And so one of them, very vocal, she said, that, do we have a choice? I said, on this one, no. Every other thing you have a choice, but on this matter, you don't have a choice. So they said, And I said, from the way it's going now, I'm going to bundle you people. I will issue a command. Oh, my children are very respectful. Once I say, do this, they know I'm serious. They will do it. I said, I'm going to issue a command. They say, threat has started. Threat has entered. Threat has entered this thing. I said, it's not threat. I'll issue a command and I'll bundle you. And my first daughter stood up, said, Daddy, thank you, sir. But that isn't how they see they will bundle. What am I trying to say? They're already carving their own head, their own life. You are thinking of them going this way. They're already going another way. Am I talking to somebody here? So when you have children, this generation of children, at 15, 16, 18, 20, the kind of conversation they have, the things they know, we didn't know it in our time. Is this the kind of children you are saying will look for you? I'm trying to talk to fathers because you fold your hand and become irresponsible. You don't contribute to their life. If the woman, you have the problem with the woman, you see how calm I am. You see how gentle I'm preaching so that you'll be entering. Yes. If the woman refuses, let there be evidences and proofs. Let there be witnesses. Let there be people to bear witness so that when those children grow up, you can refer them to those people. When I was looking for you, ask this uncle, I went there. Ask this auntie, I went there. I sent this person to beg. I sent that one to beg. I don't care if your mother has moved on. I wanted to be part of your life. I wanted to take care of you. I wanted to contribute to your fees. I want to contribute to your feeding. But Let there be proofs. Are you following me? Let there be human witnesses. Not that you shut your children out with the native sense and primitivity, very pedestrian thinking, very motopark and toutish mindset that they will look for. Does somebody understand what I'm talking about? How many of you know that's a very popular statement? When Peking grow, not this generation, this disrespectful generation that have no respect, no regard, things have changed. So be involved in your children's life. If you have a father by your side, tell the father, be involved in your children's life.
We are grateful to have you here. Please do well to like, comment, and subscribe for more inspiring messages filled with God's power, wisdom, healing, and transformation. Thank you for watching, and God bless you richly.